Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the lymphatic system. However, we're going to be purely talking about the overview. So the lymphatic system consists of two independent parts, a network of vessels that look like the capillaries. However, there are some differences between them that we're going to be mentioning later on, and the lymphoid organs which are scattered around the body. Now, also, it is worth noting that they work in parallel with the cardiovascular and the immune systems, and these are going to be mentioned and detailed in future videos. So some organs of the lymphatic system include the thymus, the spleen, and the bone marrow. The general functions of the lymphatic system are to absorb proteins, fluids, vitamins A, E, K, and D from the tissues and return it to the blood, and the absorption of lipids. Now, I'll try to summarize the main, the most important characteristics and functions of the lymphatic system by a series of questions. First of all, what is one major difference between the lymph and the plasma? This is a very common question that tutors like to ask. It is that lymph has a lesser amount of proteins than general. We're talking about the albumin, globulin, fibrinogen, and regulatory proteins. This is very important. Next, what are some differences between the blood capillaries and the lymphatic capillaries? I just mentioned that they are similar. However, there are some key differences. First of all, lymphatic capillaries are larger than the blood capillaries in terms of size. Second, the lymphatic capillaries are not found in the central nervous system and the blood marrow. And third, more valves are present in the lymphatic capillaries and compared to veins. So here we're talking about the veins that are that's the venules. Essentially, as soon as we've got the network of blood vessels, we're going to be having the capillaries, venules, and then veins. We're talking about the venules in terms of size. So this is the circulation of lymph in short. Essentially, we've got the heart, the blood that is present in the heart goes to the arteries, the blood capillaries, because it's a movement and moving in a series of blood vessels that are getting smaller and smaller until they reach the capillaries, and after that it gets to the lymphatic capillaries here instead of going to the venules or the arterioles, and then from the lymphatic capillaries to the lymph node, where there are going to be certain immune reactions reactions that are characteristic for the immune system and important and implicated in the immune systems, and are also going to be detailed in future videos. The lymphatic trunk, the lymphatic duct, essentially they're going to be moving upwards the ladder of blood vessels, and then eventually into the superior and inferior vena cava, where they're going to be dropping down in the heart. In the end, some question that is very important: what are the factors that facilitate the movement of the lymph? The presence of valves, and this is going to be something like the veins. Presence of skeletal muscles that contract to compress the lymphatic vessels to push or move the lymph. And also the pressure inside the vessels. Now, it's worth noting that there is pressure generally in all the blood vessels, and this is going to be facilitating its movement quite a lot. However, this is also very important here because these are some similarities between it and the other blood vessels. And also lymphatic capillaries have sphincters, and this is not what other blood vessels have. So essentially, this concludes this episode. I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching. This has been Ali from Biology.